Hello and welcome to Finextra TV. I'm Alex Lippitt and you join us here on UK Fintech Week at the IFGS event 2024, and I'm delighted to be joined here in London by Lou Smith, the Chair of Innovate Finance. Thank you so much, Lou, for giving us your time.
Good morning, Alex. Thanks for inviting me along.
Pleasure to see you. So, of course, one of the core themes of this event is the fintech of now and of the future.
Sure.
So if maybe you could just give us a summary of how fintech's evolved over the last 10 years, Lou.
Yeah, it's really funny, isn't it, when you think about 10 years. And I started to unpick this, actually. We didn't have what we even see as mobile banking today. We talk about challengers, innovators and disruptors, sure. But those challenger banks that we now probably all know, most of us use, they weren't here 10 years ago. True. So I can't actually believe most of the stuff that we take for granted on the move every single day, 8 out of 10 adults check into some sort of fintech application. And those innovators, for me, have fundamentally changed the way in which we think about our customers. So the last 10 years, I think it's quite incredible when you do the look back, but I think I'm more excited about the look forward, actually, Alex. So.
Sure. Has it flown by as well? It must have done, I guess. And so much has happened, though, hasn't it, in that period?
Yeah, well, just personally as well, I'm a lot older, mate. So,
sure. Age doesn't stop, unfortunately. So how would you say that IFGS and these sort of events support collaboration and innovation as a whole? What is your sort of feedback on that one?
So what I love about this event is a couple of things. We managed to, through the incredible work that Janine and the team actually do, sure. We actually get the regulators here, the policymakers, and actually the industry all in the same room. Sure. So for me, the biggest thing about Innovate Finance is you actually have everybody in the room. The feedback I've had so far after day one, and we had some incredible content, we had some brilliant moves forward of pieces of work. You know, you already heard about the open finance, you already heard about board representation, you heard about real stuff that's going to change our industry. And that's what I love about this conference. But I also got some feedback just this morning as I was traveling in from people who talk about fintech all the time, the bloggers, the social media people who say, are we really changing and challenging? And every single one of them said to me, they couldn't believe the rainbow of faces, the representation. And that for me, whilst we've got some really gnarly debates to face into, like AI, we've got so much to do, and they're hard conversations. Yeah. But if you truly have everybody in the room, full representation, we've got half a chance. And for me, that's what's so exciting about this conference, is actually having everybody in the room, which makes it the right place from a UK perspective to continue to drive forward. So that's what I'm most excited about.
And you mentioned the buzz in the room. I mean, you can just feel it, can't you? The energy over the last 2 days is quite fantastic. Speaking of that energy and these discussions that you're having in the event over the 2 days, how do you think they can help encourage sustainable and inclusive and economic growth overall?
Yeah, look, I'm always really open about this stuff, Alex. You know, 2024, let's be honest, it's a tough year. You know, we've got lots of things happening globally. Sure. We've got a lot happening at home, and politically we've got a lot happening. And that actually means things are slower than we would want to. I think it's a tricky year for growth, but we have to continue to push forward. And there are so many positive stories. I think the UK is terrible as well for telling itself where it goes wrong and some of the negativity. We're really good at that. We're really good at every single morning you look at a paper or the TV channels and you see all the things that are wrong from a UK perspective.
Experts at it.
But actually there are some incredible stories of growth. You only have to look at the Unicorn Fintech Council that we've actually started, and it met here yesterday. They are some of the best growing, high growth companies in the UK. They didn't exist 10 years ago. And then you look at the people on stage, the fireside chat, a terrible name for something. But like, you look at those conversations and you can see how much we've come forward. And all of those entrepreneurs are focused on making it better for their next entrepreneurs, their next unicorns. So I think from that perspective, I think we've got a hard year still, but I think there are some real positives that we have to hook onto, and we have to continue to push those forward. And that for me helps us have those gnarly conversations, helps us as we actually navigate the rest of 24.
Sure, so it's great what you've said, really insightful, being aware that there are these challenges
and
these hurdles to overcome, but there's also that positive light as well at the end of the day. So a really positive note, I think, to end on. Thank you so much, Lou. I know you've got a lot busy schedule ahead today, so we'll let you get on with it. You can hear the event still buzzing. So just to say thank you very much for speaking with us.
Thank you to you guys as well for supporting us. Really great to speak to you, Alex. Thank you.
Thank you, Lou. Thank you very much.